Buenas tardes, clase. Today we're going to learn about present progressive, which is a new verb tense. Yay! Up until now, we've been learning the verb tense just present. Well, present progressive is when you are currently doing something. The action is happening right now. So in English, what is the difference between saying I eat and I am eating? They're both present tense, right? Well, yeah, they are both present tense, but this one is just normal present, and this one is present progressive because it's something that you are currently doing. So this ing here basically makes it current, all right? So in Spanish, I'm going to teach you how to use this tense. So for the present progressive tense, this is what you need to do. You need to use the conjugation of estar, and I guess you could even make it more specific and say that present conjugation of estar plus what is called a present participle. Okay, now don't let those big words intimidate you. Present participle is actually really easy to do, and I'm going to teach you how to do that right now. A present participle, you take the stem of the infinitive and then you add either ando or yendo, okay? You would add ando for verbs that end in AR and yendo for verbs that end in ER or IR. So that would look like this. If I was to form the present participle of the verb comer, I have the infinitive, right? Comer. So I take the stem. What's the stem? It's this, and I get rid of this. So I have the stem. And then I add which one? Well, I add that one because it's an ER verb. So, comiendo. Alright, so that's the present participle of comer, comiendo. So if I wanted to say, for example, oops, didn't mean to do that. Let me fix this. There we go. So if I wanted to say, you are eating, it would be tú, and then the conjugation, the present conjugation of estar for tú, which is estás, and the present participle, which is comiendo. Alright, we're going to look at a couple more examples because this page is just kind of a mess right now. Alright, what about this? He is helping. He is helping. So we have él, then my present conjugation of estar for he, which is está, and then my present participle. Well, what is the verb for to help? Ayudar is to help. Okay, so I'm going to take the stem, which is this, and we get rid of the ending. So I have the stem. And then am I going to add ando or yendo? Well, because this infinitive ends in an AR, I'm going to add ando. So he is helping is él está ayudando. Alright? See, pretty easy. Let's do another one. Okay, how about this? We are living in Lafayette. Alright, this would be present progressive as opposed to we live in Lafayette, which is just present. Alright, so what's we? Nosotros. What's my present conjugation of estar for nosotros? Estamos. And then we need to make the present participle. Well, first of all, what's to live? The verb to live is vivir. So what's the stem of my verb? Vive. And I get rid of this, alright? So, estamos, vive, and then am I going to add ando or yendo? Well, because this originally was an IR verb, I'm going to add yendo. And then I just finish my sentence. En Lafayette. Nosotros estamos viviendo en Lafayette. So see, this is actually a pretty easy concept. There's only one exception to this rule, and I'm going to teach that to you right now. Here's the one exception to my rule. When the stem of an ER or an IR verb ends in a vowel. This is what that rule is for. So it'd be like verbs like leer or oír or creer. Creer means to believe. I don't know if you've learned that one yet. But leer means to read. Oír means to hear. Creer means to believe. So do you see how the stems of each of these end in a vowel? This one ends in a vowel. This one ends in a vowel. Well, it's only a vowel. This one ends in a vowel. It's not super common, but it's just the stem, okay? Not the whole word, but when the stem of an ER and IR verb ends in a vowel, then you do this. You change the yendo to yendo. You change yendo, so I-E-N-D-O, to Y-E-N-D-O. Okay? So, he is reading would be él está leyendo. Okay? Because I have my present conjugation of a star for él, I have my stem, and then instead of adding I-E-N-D-O, I add Y-E-N-D-O because this stem ends in a vowel. Okay? That's the only exception to this rule. We are going to finish with one more example, and then we're going to be done. All right? Tus amigos, and then I'm going to put a blank there. If I'm trying to say your friends are, let's see, how about are opening their books? Okay, well, open is abrir, right? So this is to open. They're opening their books. Well, we need the conjugation of a star for tus amigos. This would be like saying your friends, so that would be they. All right, so what's my conjugation of a star? It should be están. Okay, then I need to take the stem of abrir, which would be this, right, and get rid of that. So I have the stem, and then which am I going to add? Ando or yendo? I'm going to add yendo because it's an IR verb. And then, let's see, what did I say? They were opening their books? Sus libros. So my final sentence would be, tus amigos están abriendo sus libros. All right? So now you know the present progressive verb tense, which I think is really fun and pretty easy. And we'll practice that a lot more in class. And hasta luego.